Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I wanted to share with you an idea. I've had several people actually request on my giveaway, as well as on a recent video, that they would like me to do some scrapbooking. Now, I'm not sure if I can... so I haven't done scrapbooking in like forever, because these two albums, which were my Disney memory album of 2010, took me, I believe, a good 2 years to make. And so that kind of discouraged me of doing that. Plus, it's at the time I found that I needed a lot of supplies in order to do scrapbooking. But if it's something that interests you, I could do so. My husband has been wanting me to do some books about the children, so 1 book per child. So that means four books of their first 21 years. They're not all there yet. My oldest is going to be 21 this upcoming May. So I have still some books like this of Creative Memories, which is an 8x8, I believe. Yeah, the pages are 8x8. And so I thought I could do that size, plus that size would fit better in camera. And it wouldn't be as discouraging as doing the big 12x12. But before I do that, I want to know if it's something you like. I'll show you what I did. And because there's so many good people out there, and they do so much better scrapbooking, I think, than I do. And I'm not just saying that to get you guys to say no, you do well. I know that they do amazing pages. They used to inspire me quite a lot while I was doing scrapbooking. So I don't want to get into a series that you guys don't like. So I figured I'll share with you this, which is very personal. It's our family album of 2010. So I'll tell you the story. We decided to go to Disney World, and we'd been wanting to do that for a while, and we're waiting for the kids to be old enough to be able to kind of remember the trip. And so we'd purchased the tickets, planned the trip and everything, booked the restaurant, did all that, but didn't tell the kids. It was their Christmas gift. So that year, these are the kids when they were at that age, and we had the biggest box ever, and in it were these tickets that had been made and laminated so that they could have that, we could have that as a souvenir. And they were so excited to discover that we were going to and I'm missing some pages. How did you slide that in? Through the back, I believe. So see, my D and my B moved up. I'm gonna have to replace them. So, but then what happened, and then we got gift cards so that they could and those were hard to get because they're only, you cannot get them in Canada. So my sister-in-law ordered them and had them delivered to a friend that lives in Vermont, and went to pick them up so that she would have actual gift cards for each one of the kids. And yeah, it was very, very exciting, and we'd made lists and lists and lists. And what happened is, after doing all that, the night before, my husband was checking out the everything is falling. Was checking out the flight to make sure that everything was on time, and we discovered that the flight had been canceled. And that was definitely not cool. So the flight was canceled. We couldn't you know, we were leaving from Montreal. We were supposed to leave the house at 4 a.m. We discovered this at 11 at night, the night before. And they couldn't put us in other flights because we're 6, so it was like impossible to book. We could have gone from Montreal to Toronto, but then from Toronto to Orlando, it wasn't sure. So, and then they said, well, you know, just you're gonna get reimbursed. Well, that's all very fine and dandy, but we've got 4 kids that are sleeping and that really want to go to Disney. And I couldn't imagine telling them, well, listen guys, we're not going. So, you know, we'd been dreaming about this moment for a very long time, and we were going for the March break. So it'd been 2 months since Christmas that they'd been thinking about this, and this was the night before. So in the end, we decided that we're going to drive. But that completely changed everything, because then we had to pack everything from big suitcase that would fit in the plane to smaller bags that would fit on the roof rack of our car. Thank God we've got snow tires, because the whole of the east, there was a reason why the plane was canceled, because there was this huge snowstorm. And so we got the kids up in the morning at about the 4 a.m. We hardly slept. I mean, we went to bed, it was 1, and we got the kids up at 4, so we must have got up at about 3:30 to pack the car. And so we told the kid, listen, we can't take the plane, so we're going by car. But this is going to be a very long trip. So you guys have to be super nice in the car. And we knew that this was going to be like really hard for them. And because they were still young. And so, you know, in 2010, we're talking 7 years ago. So my oldest at the time was 13. So you're talking 13, 11, 9, and 7. So yeah, it's a long trip, and it took us 31 hours to drive, and we drove straight through. This was me with my brother watching the Olympics, and then so we did take a picture that my sister-in-law had made this for us. So we did take a picture with it before leaving, and then it was like snow like crazy. We went through all the places. We drove straight through, didn't sleep, and took pictures of all the different states that we went through. And of course, I ended up driving through tunnels and bridge. I hate driving through tunnels, but I did it. And then we went for breakfast at Cracker and Barrel, and then when we got out of the restaurant, first of all, we went in, it was still dark in the morning, and when we got out, it was bright sunlight, and it was all sunny, and so it was very different from leaving with the snow and everything. And so we were staying at the All-Star on site, and then we took pictures of the place. Look at my little one. It was so small. I can't believe it. And the kids had their own bathroom, so they were really excited about that. And took pictures of the place. We had, obviously, the food court. And then that first day, we ended up going to Animal Kingdom. And it was rainy, and it wasn't the best of time. But the good thing is there wasn't that many people, so we got to do a lot of the rides. And we were freezing, thank God. we still had warm clothes from coming down. And yeah, there's birds coming. And what was cool is while we were at Animal Kingdom, one of our friends, which we didn't know were going, they were there with their 4 kids, and they happened to sit the table right next to us. So we took pictures with them, and we hadn't seen them in 13 years, so it was pretty amazing to see them there. We love the Everest. Purchased a bunch of the pictures from the rides because we loved it so much. So these are the type of layouts that I did of our trip. So, like I said, very simple. It's not mega. It's not super complicated layouts. Very, very simple ones. And that's the type of scrapbooking that I do. So this is the first, and on the Indiana Jones, which was very strange because I never do that. but I actually raised my hand and I ended up being on stage for the show and being part of the participant, which is something that I never ever do, so only at Disney, I guess. And this is the second album because there was so many pictures. So you see me here in the acting out. Thank God I'm not an actress because it's definitely not my my forte. So I loved meeting the characters. I was so excited to meet them. I had to get their signatures and everything. It was the best. You forget, even though you know that it's adults wearing those costumes. To me, I was just like a kid. I felt like just like them. Disney is completely magical, and I can't wait. I'm hoping one day that we can actually go back. And we love the restaurants in Epcot Center. That was the best. The restaurants are amazing. And so, and I was turning 40 at the time. So I had said that it was for my birthday. So every time we would go to a restaurant, I would end up with being celebrated for my birthday. So that was quite cool. Made the day super special with the princess. And then here again with the princess, and even my sons were excited. My little one loved Ariel. She was his favorite. It was so funny. And just such beautiful memories. Love, love, love that trip. And at night, so beautiful. And I love Tigger. So I was very excited, and they signed a birthday card for me. And then we went to the castle for lunch, and I got a card again signed by all the princesses and a little cake, so very happy. And Ariel was really his favorite, so he was so cute. He was so excited to be with her and the fairy godmother. And then we went. I love those houses. They were so beautiful. Mickey Mouse and Daisy's house. Hers is so clean and him is so messy. And then we met Tinkerbell, and she was so funny. She spent so much time with us and making fun. And it was a very long line, a very long wait, but so worth it. And so. And this is a parade at night because we had extended hours, which was cool. We did the visit of the Haunted Mansion, loved it. And after the splash, my little one was so wet, and so was I. You can see my pants, they're all wet. And of course we told the kids, don't put your arms out, and you can see that there's William and Gregory both have their arms out of the thing. And it's captured on camera. So that is it. So let me know, what do you think? Do you want me to try doing the 21 years of my kids on camera, or it's not something that you are interested in? And it's all fine, guys. I'm not to me that was a project that I was going to undertake when I retired, so I wasn't looking for doing this like right now, which is why if it's not something that interests you, I'm all fine with that. I just thought I would put it out there because of the fact that I had requests. So I'm looking to know what you think. Bye everyone!